Hello, hello, and thank you so much for joining in and tuning into the Kristle Shanell Show. You guys, I am Dr. Kristle Shanell. I am your host for today, and we have my dear friend Cresendle Richardson in the studio with us. Say hello to the listening audience, Cresendle.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. And I want to just go ahead and dive right into it. I would like for you to pretty much share a little bit about yourself, Cresendle, also, and you can go into sharing your story and testimony with the listening audience, and we'll go from there.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Kristle Shanell, for having me on your show this morning.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yes, I am Cresendle Richardson. I'm a native of Utahville, South Carolina, but I live in Cross, South Carolina, over 20 years now.
Wow.
Um, yes, 20 years.
Long time.
Yeah. Um, Good morning, everyone. I just want to come here today to share a little bit about my breast cancer journey. At the age of 39, I had to have a biopsy done um, on my breast. First, I got started with my OBGYN. Once I got my OBGYN involved, he made sure he set me up to the right people at MUSC Hollins Cancer Center, where Dr. Demore was my surgeon, and plus she was my doctor also. So at that time, uh, during that time, I was 39. I didn't turn 40 yet. Um, I got a biopsy done, and I got my mammogram. The mammogram didn't show anything at first. Then I got a biopsy done. And once I got the biopsy done, it came back saying it was cancer. Now, the cancer was ductal carcinoma. Carcinoma. It's cancer that's in your milk ducts. It's like in the nipples.
Mhm.
So at that time, I didn't know what to do. They said cancer. So most point of when people say cancer, the most thing they think about is death. Uh,
Yes.
yes, I thought about that, and I was like, I can't do this. I had to call family members, especially my mommy, and she was like, don't go into it with fear. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't go into it with fear, but with that little word, it pushed me. It
Mhm.
pushed me so hard that, I from then until now, I'll let anybody know, don't go into in there with fear.
Yeah.
So at this time, when I did the mammogram and I did the biopsy, it came back as ductal carcinoma.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
ductal carcinoma. And what it did was, excuse me, guys, it came back as ductal carcinoma. And what I did was I got admitted to Hollins Cancer Center under the doctor care of Dr. Demore. But first of all, I would like to tell you guys, it's you going through to your OBGYN. Your OBGYN will let you know what the odds of you going through this. So what he did was he felt, the breast, and it was a lump there at that time, but it
Mhm.
wasn't hurting. It wasn't hurting at that time.
Mhm.
So I did have the mammogram, then I had the biopsy. Once I had the biopsy, these are the things that I went through: biopsy, MRI. And after that, that's when the doctors come together and let you know what what are the odds of and stages that you're in. I wasn't in any stages at that time at
Mhm.
all. It was just I got it checked early, so early detection does save lives. So I only had no stages at all,
Mhm.
none at all. So they caught that, and then I had to do a mastectomy. Mastectomy is when they just do an incision and take your breasts off. Um, I didn't even know what to do during that time. During that time, it was kind of scary to me because I didn't know what was going on with me. I'm just like, oh, breast cancer, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Not believing it, not really believing what these people saying because I'm like, why me? You know, are you
Right.
s- are you sure this is what you see? You
Mhm.
know, so I actually had different doctors. I was going to Holland, I was going to West Ashley, and I was going to Trident. So I went with my best decision, and that was to do the mastectomy through Dr. Demore.
Mhm.
And once I did that mastectomy, that's when everything changed for me. You know, the first change was hearing about it. The second change of getting the mastectomy. Once I got that done, it just my whole world kind of like changed because I have kids. You know,
Mhm.
I have 3 kids, and I just was like, I want to live. I really want to live. I want to fight this. So my mom was
Absolutely.
like, don't go in there with fear. And that would really help me not having fear. So
Mhm.
with that being said, I started going every week, every week to see if it's still growing or if it's invasive or if it's aggressive. It wasn't aggressive at all. So
That's
I um I told them they wanted to do some other things, and I had to talk it over with my family, and I'm like, nah, I don't think that will be the best choice for me. So they didn't say anything about chemo or any radiation due to my due to the breast cancer that I have had. So during that process, it was kind of hard to process it. It was really hard to process it.
Mhm.
Um, it's like a rush. I can say it was like a rush. It's like you have it, then it's you don't have it.
Mhm.
Comfortable. I didn't know how to embrace myself at that time. I was just going through a lot during that time. I was just, life, I'm young. So to process it, it took like a whole year.
Absolutely.
It took like a whole year to process it. And to really process it is when I had the holes inside me. Like
Mm.
having the holes inside me, that was so uncomfortable. I couldn't sleep right. You know,
Mhm.
I was on different type of medication besides the tamoxifen, um, which is a hormonal pill that, you know, supposed to decrease the cancer that's inside you, but there's other things about the tamoxifen that I will let you know further on in the show.
Mhm.
Um, I also did my own research about it, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary because at the same time, I was saved by it. I was saved by the grace of God because my life was like a turmoil during that time hearing about this news. So I didn't know what to do but to really lean on God. That was my support system. I had family and friends. They didn't know. They don't know anything about that. I had my genes checked with myself. It's nobody else but me, you
Mm.
know, that. So I have a daughter, and I have to let her know about these things, about this breast cancer and about different type of cancer that females get and
Yeah.
male.
Yeah.
So
Now let me ask you this. I heard you say first and second. So my question is, how long before you got the diagnosis of you got breast cancer the first time, of course, but how
Mhm.
long did it take before you got the second diagnosis of the breast cancer?
The second diagnosis was 2025, April this
Okay.
year, and I had another mastectomy due to that, which I was kind of confused because they were saying that it was an aggressive.
Okay. So was it within a year's time or
No,
6 months time
it
or
was
two,
it was like 4 years, for
4 years,
5 years, 5 years,
five
5 years,
years?
four and
Okay.
a half, 5 years, yeah.
So 5 years, you got the left side done first. Is that correct?
The right side was done first
First. Okay.
in 2020.
Okay, and then the left side. Wow. So I remember seeing I think it was a young lady on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, and she talked about being breastless, and she wears it very well. She's very confident and things of that nature. And I know you talked about having to, go and get fitted for the different bras and stuff like that, and how you felt. But my question to you is, are you in a situation now to where you just feel that okay, you don't need to use the fitted bras, or do you still wear them sometimes, or how is that experience for you?
I don't wear them because I embrace myself. I really, after the second mastectomy, it was more of self embracing me,
Mhm. Mhm.
comfortable because I know I'm not the only one out there.
That's
That
it.
I'm not the only one, and I'm not by myself. So that really pushed me more of loving myself more and embracing all parts of my body
That's it.
more.
That's
Yes.
it. Okay, so that's good to know, because some people are ashamed, and I'm very grateful for the different companies that are out there that have the breast bras and different things of that nature available to the breast cancer survivors. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be able to go in and for those that are they may be confident but not so confident. They want to not be in a situation where they are having to be in a situation where they're breastless, but at the same token, they can get a bra that may fit them, that's going to fit them, and they'll be able to, still feel comfortable and have a sense of knowing that hey, I have still have breasts regardless if they're artificial or not. So a lot of people, everybody has a different journey, everybody has a different walk, and I definitely salute you in that area to just like you said, embrace yourself, your natural self, your natural being, and just continue to just move forward. But I know that within this situation, you're giving somebody hope. You're giving somebody an opportunity to just know that, hey, at the end of the day, if Cresendle can do it, I can do it as well. Regardless if we have breasts or we don't have breasts, we still have purpose in our lives, right? We still have purpose.
Right.
There's still a reason why we're still here, because God still has us here for a reason, and we all have to figure out what that reason is. So I'll let you go ahead and continue.
Okay. So after during that time,
Mhm.
on the time period of having that first mastectomy, within the 4.5 years, like this year, October makes 5 years,
Mhm.
um, for me to be breast cancer free for my right breast. And during that time, I was on tamoxifen. Like I said before, it's a hormonal pill. So it really, the longer time that you take it, it it really start making you feel like a different person, like
Mhm.
your mental health, you know. There are things that I've done that I didn't imagine, I couldn't think of, like me. Why am I why am I here? Why am I at this stage? Until I started asking questions.
Mhm.
And when I asked questions at my doctor office at Holland's Cancer Center, I started asking questions like, how long do I have to be on this medicine? Because I really think this medicine is messing with my head.
Mm.
And that medicine made me angry. It had me being angry. It had me thinking suicidal. It had me doing things or saying things like, out of the ordinary. So at the same time, dealing with breast cancer, you will have mental issues. It's just how you handle it
That's
and
it.
and who you talk to. I
That's
know you
it.
can't go to everybody to talk to, but you can also, you know, go to some of the institutions that can actually help you. All the institution is not bad.
That's
I
it.
can tell you that. It's not bad. Some may make you feel like you're, going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, but it's not. No, it's not that. It's not you. It's the
Hmm.
medication that you're on that have you going through these changes. And like females, we change. Our body changes.
That's it.
As we grow, we everything changes. So I would like to say to all the females out there to please get your mammogram. Please embrace your whole body. Just love yourself. Love every part of you. No
Hmm.
matter what the doctor says, if you don't feel right with it, please, you can get a second opinion
Hmm. Or a third or a
or
fourth.
fifth or fourth until you're comfortable. You have to be comfortable because they don't know. All they can do is just tell you what the outcome, the XYZs, and you have to do the rest for yourself because it's your body.
Yeah.
So it's your body. So this year right here with the left breast, that's totally different. It seemed like it was a different mastectomy because I didn't have any pain. I didn't have any pain. I have pain now afterwards. It's kind of backwards to me, but whatever comes along with it, I still have to walk with it. I still have to live with it. So
Yeah.
at the same time, um, when I noticed that my breasts were just really looking kind of weird to me, it was really looking weird. And I'm like, you know what? I had a doctor's appointment that next day and I had to let them know, like, listen, something is different about my left side. And she was like, "Well, Miss Richardson, do you know that you have dense breasts? Dense breasts is meaning that you just have your top, while the breast just hangs. You just have fat that just hanging."
Hmm.
And at that time, my nipple was already black. It was
Mm.
already black, no pain. When I say no pain, they was like astonished about like why? Why you don't have any pain? I don't feel it. But afterwards, I felt
You
that
felt.
pain. I
Hmm.
felt that pain. I barely take any type of medication right now. I'm not on any medication, only Tylenol. I try not to take so much Tylenol, neither because certain side effects that triggers, you don't know what triggers anything inside you when it comes to the medication.
That's very
But
true.
the so more of the ibuprofen I do take. That helps a lot. But that Tylenol over and over again, I'll take it once in a blue moon, but I don't take it constantly like how I was because the side effects of it, I guess, of how I be feeling. Um
Well, it's amazing because everybody looks at things differently. I know I heard a lot of people say that the ibuprofen, is the one that could cause kidney issues. So you have
mhm,
to just, of course, do what you feel is best for you. But I would say definitely, touch bases with your doctor to make sure, hey, do you want me on the ibuprofen or do you want me on the Tylenol? So for me, I can't take the ibuprofen, but the ibuprofen truly works for the pain versus I would say the Tylenol. You know what I mean? So, but for me and the medications that I am able to take, I have to take the Tylenol. I can't do the ibuprofen. But I would just encourage anyone that is listening, that may be in the same situation as Cresendle, um, as she is going through a breast cancer diagnosis, myself going through multiple myeloma, which is a blood and bone cancer. Different things work for different medications. So we have to make sure that we have the right medications that we're taking and making sure we're not just adding medicine to our regimen, making sure that we're really, consulting our doctors in regards to what we can and cannot take. Kristen, I like to drink a lot of teas,
Me
so
too.
like I have my pantry, like one row is just teas and coffee, and I try to do more of the organic coffee if I have to feel like I need to drink coffee. I do the mushroom coffee versus the regular coffee that we're just getting at the grocery store and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm a tea girl, so I drink teas 24/7. A lot of different teas are very beneficial for us, so I would definitely encourage people. I try my very best to do as much holistic things as possible.
Mhm.
Not everybody is for the holistic, and at the end of the day, what works for you works for you. What does
Mhm.
not work for you does not work for you. But sometimes in life we have to either do one or the other, or combine the two to still be able to move forward with our life and move forward with our health. So I wanted to just mention that. Okay,
Okay.
back in your hands.
Yep. All right. So with the second mastectomy of this year, 2025 again, um, like I said before, it really hit me hard. This one really hit me hard. As I said before, I went in there again with a little bit of fear.
Yeah,
Call my mommy again. Was like, listen, I'm not going through this. I'm not doing this. But when you have a support system and you have something to live for and
that's
you
it.
want to live, you'll do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You will do it, and you will try to do the right thing. And like I said, with the mastectomy on the left breast of this year, um, it's totally different, you guys. It's the first one was like a swift, like it just nothing. But this one was just giving me trouble. I think due to how they, you know, cut me because they had to go a little deeper.
Mm,
So once they went a little deeper, that it was it was just skin,
yeah.
you know. So
Did they
I'm just
say why they had to go a little deeper?
because they felt like they didn't get, you know, they saw a little bit more of the cancer, so they had to go a little deeper. So where I feel it at, like to the top of my breast, that's where I mostly hurt at. And
Mm-hmm.
on the center part where, you know, I guess where the nipples was supposed to be. So I'm feeling it. Like this morning, I feel great this morning.
Um,
Feel real great this morning. I have been doing a lot of things like teas, like Dr. Kristle Shanell said, a lot of teas, a lot of herbal teas, um, uh, a lot of fruits, a lot of nuts,
mm-hmm.
and what else I can say? Not too much sweet. I try to stay away from there because I do have a sweet tooth. So I try to
And
stay
here
away from
we're
there.
gonna have to
Oh,
hold each other accountable, honey, because I'm telling you, that
yes.
tooth is demonic. Okay.
It is. I can honestly say
It's
it
not
is.
good for us. It's not good for us. When you're going
It's
through a cancer diagnosis, they said sugar feeds cancer. So, like, who wants to feed the cancer, right? When you're already going through it. So
mm,
it's an area that it's very touching. But yes, very bad sweet tooth. I tell people I get it from my daddy. I think me and my daddy have a very bad sweet tooth.
oh Lord.
Yeah, but yeah, staying away from the sugar. And not only that, what I realized and what I was told as well is that when you're eating a whole lot of sweet, because I am currently going through menopause due to chemo, um when you're eating a lot of sweets and things of that nature, it also makes the menopause even worse. So I would just like to share that as well. You just never know what that sweet is really doing to your body. So it's different if you're eating sweet from fruit, pineapple, grapes, those type of fruits versus, you going into the grocery store and just getting candy and eating, the wrong candy and the wrong sugar in our body. It's a little different when we are using natural sugar versus, the sugar that we're purchasing every day from the grocery store. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah. It's a big difference. Big difference. So,
Yeah.
Cresendle, I know that sharing a little bit about your story and testimony. I'm very grateful for you being on the show today, and I'm going to definitely ask for you to come back at a later time to share a little bit more. However, before we close out the show, what I want to ask, there is someone or someone that has already went through breast cancer, or someone that is currently going through breast cancer. And my words, what I want to ask is for you to share your words of encouragement to that particular person. Like, what would you say to the person that's currently going through breast cancer?
Trust God first.
Mm-hmm.
No fear. Um, no fear. Embrace yourself. Embrace your whole entire body. Just make sure no fear. Go in there with a positive attitude,
Yeah.
a positive thought, knowing that, it's not only you out there rooting for yourself, it's others like you, others like me. So at this time, just embrace yourself and trust God and have no fear and be positive.
That's it. That's it. And thank you for sharing that. Um, we also want to just make mention to never give up, to
Never
definitely
give up.
never give up, trust the process. I know when I was going through my diagnosis in the beginning, even though I know I was not alone, I felt alone in many, many ways. I tell people, there were people that were there for me in the beginning that disappeared in the middle and the end. There were people that was there for me in the beginning, in the middle, disappeared on the end. There was people that were not there for me in the beginning, and they came in the second half, in the third half. You understand? So it's been a roller coaster ride like no other. But it's like a lot of the people that I thought truly was going to be in my corner and be there for me, I realized that they were not. And it's okay. Not everybody can handle everything, right?
Right.
So, yes, I had many days of isolation and didn't want to be bothered and didn't want to talk to nobody. And, you know, uh, but I try to tell people you have to treat others as if you will want to be treated.
Mhm.
Everybody has a time and everybody has a turn, and I don't say that in a mean way. I say that to say that, you never know when you're going to face different challenges in life. And just like you showed up, just like you will want somebody to show up for you, you have to show up for that particular person. As
Right.
me and my mother, we always talk about, are you your sister's keeper? Are you your brother's keeper? I went and added a little bit more, are you your family's keeper? Are you your neighbor's keeper? You know, um, you know, and or are you just saying that just to say it, because it sounds cute, it sounds good, I'm my sister's keeper, but you don't truly mean what you're saying. You're not truly your sister's keeper. If you're truly not being there for your sister, you're truly not your brother's keeper if you're truly not being there for your brother. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So throughout this journey, throughout this process, you will learn a lot. uh, you will
Right.
learn a lot. You will learn who's truly in your corner. You will learn who's fake. You will learn who's not so fake. You will learn all of these things. And to God be the glory for all the things He has done. Um, I'm grateful for everything that has happened in my life. And I say that the good and the bad, because at the end of the day, even the bad, it teaches us something, right? So
Every
that we can turn that
Yeah.
situation around so that it can be good moving forward. So I'm grateful for everything that has happened to myself on this journey. But let me just ask you, Cresendle, for people that would like to connect with you, um, what would you share? What social media platforms or information would you like to share with them so that they can contact you if they want you to come and speak at a speaking engagement, or they want you on on their podcast, or anything of that nature? Please share your information.
Um, if any one of you would like to get in contact with me, you can go on Facebook or you can call me at 803-971-2675. You can also get in touch with me through TikTok or Instagram, but the most would be Facebook, that you can actually get to me a little quicker.
Okay.
And you can also dial that number, 803-971-2675.
Awesome. Awesome. Cresendle, I definitely want to thank you for coming on the show today to share a little bit about your story and testimony. We'll definitely have you on again in the near future. And I just want to continue to tell you to stay lifted, stay strong, and stay encouraged. And thank you again for being a part of our walk that we had at the beginning of October.
It was
Um,
amazing.
yeah, we had a wonderful, wonderful time. We had gospel
Amazing.
fest, yeah,
Yes,
and walk in the park. So it was very, very good. That's an event that my mother and I we have every single year. We're already preparing for next year, God's will, October of 2026. So stay tuned for more information for the upcoming event. And Crescendo, was there anything else that you wanted to make mention before we close out?
I just want um, all my ladies, all my men, to please get your mammogram. It's not just us ladies, it's men also. We cannot leave them out, but
That's right.
a lot of people leave them out all the time, not knowing men can develop breast cancer also. So,
That's it.
and to all my survivors, just know that, hey, we got to keep on surviving. We got to keep on being a warrior, and we got to keep embracing ourselves. And for the ones that's going through it, we're fighting for you. We're here with you. You can contact me if you need to talk. I didn't have that. So
Mm.
that's why I think I feel like I'm so comfortable of just talking. I am a talker, but I love putting this out there to let everybody know to please get your mammogram, embrace your body, love yourself, please.
Yeah,
Because if there ain't nobody else there, you got you, and you gotta want this. You gotta wanna live.
that's
Don't
it.
give up. Please
That's
don't
it.
give up.
That's it. And I'm grateful to God, for never leaving us or forsaking us. You know what I mean? There have been so many people that walked out on Dr. Kristle Shanell, or may have walked out on you, right? But
Yeah.
in the midst of everything, God never left us. So I'm so, so grateful for just who He is. Again, um, there's no one like Him, and I'm
Nobody.
very, very grateful to Him for never leaving us. And you guys, I want to just share with you, my mother and I, we give out these little baby Jesus. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, Crescendo?
Yeah.
We give out our little baby Jesus, and today I got baby Jesus just sitting here with me, um, because he's my daily reminder that, again, no matter who walks out on Dr. Kristle Shanell, Jesus is with me 24/7.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You guys, thank you again for tuning in to the Kristle Shanell Show. We have much, much more coming up in the near future. If you are interested in being a guest on the show, please feel free to reach out to myself, Dr. Kristle Shanell, or you can go to our website, which is www.thecrystleshanellshow.com, and submit your request there. And we'll be happy to provide you with the information that is needed for you to be a guest on the show. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor, if you like to do any advertising on the show, please feel free to reach out as well. I would like to give a shout out at this time to Mr. Harry Govan at WJBS 1440 AM radio station, as well as 96.1 FM radio station. You will always hear the Kristle Shanell Show on the air at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on those particular platforms. So thank you, Mr. Govan, for always being here with me. I've been a radio announcer, since I was a teenager. And I am 44 young years old. Well, I will be 45 in December, and my show is still on the air with WJBS 1440 AM and 96.1 FM radio station. So God bless each and every one of you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you again, Cresendle, for being here. Look forward to connecting with you at our upcoming event for 2026. Get ready, get ready. God has amazing things for you to do. So
Yes,
I'm so
indeed.
excited. I'm so excited for you, and you did an awesome job today. I can feel the confidence. I can see the confidence. God bless you, Queen. And I'll talk with you soon. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.